Afternoon, guys. Great to see you all. So sorry to wake you from your slumbers, but what we'll do is we're going to start in what's called a child's pose. So if you slowly kind of stretch yourself awake, give yourself a little bit of a squeeze, and then come and meet in this pose where it's just on your shins, on the tops of your feet. So it's quite a nice, relaxing one just to start off from. And then if you want to, depending on how tight your hips feel, you can open up your knees about mat width, but it's entirely up to you. Sometimes you might want to bring your knees a bit closer. Just let your head start to draw down towards the floor, and you can then either release your arms beside your body or lengthen them out in front of you. So we're going to be here for like 5 minutes, so just get yourself as comfortable as you can. And another way, a way to almost help you get a little bit more comfortable is if your head doesn't touch the floor, you can always rest your hands underneath your forehead, or even put a block there too. So this is a little nurturing flow class. So it's a very easy paced, nourishing pace. And so the whole idea is just to, yes, work into your body, but not such a kind of a fluid pace. So all of the poses we'll be holding will be relatively passive, i.e. just using kind of gravity and our own body weight rather than anything too exertive. So the whole idea is for you to really soften into things, holding poses for maybe a little bit longer than you might be used to, but that in a way is a really good thing because you really have to direct the focus internally, focusing on what you're feeling, and then you can start to really draw focus and attention towards a wonderful tool, which is your breathing. So over the next 40, 45, 50 minutes, just use your breathing through your nose just to help you relax and stay at ease. Use it to help you stay concentrated as well. Allow the heat just to work into the muscles. But also just enjoy the process of not doing a huge amount, relaxing as well. So if anyone's working with any injuries, now's a good time just to let me know. And I might come around, assist, adjust, maybe massage as we go through, as well as like a little massage at the end too. If you kind of don't want to be touched, just left in your own space today, so you're not really feeling it, vibing it, that's absolutely cool, just let me know. I might prompt inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out every now and then, just to help you sink a little bit deeper, to help you feel more relaxed. Good. You can just bring some soft movements now. So that might be through drawing your right arm a little bit more forward than your left. And as you do that, you might even like to turn your head a bit. I find if I turn my left ear towards the floor a little bit more as I push my right arm towards the front a bit more. Can help. You might find it's the opposite way is a bit easier. But just slow, easy movements. Dinking into, you know, the parts around your rib cage, your shoulders. There's even little bits with like your jaw as well, like relaxing into your jaw. Maybe rolling your tongue around a little bit. Even softly rocking your head a touch as well. How's your breathing? Can you breathe a little bit deeper? And as the depth happens, you notice that the breaths become a bit longer. So in effect, you're slowing down your breathing and making it a bit more controlled, which has quite nice adverse effects. It can help you feel more relaxed. Start to feed your body with a good amount of oxygen. So it feels calming, yet it can almost wake you up a little bit too. Cool. So just starting to slowly make your way up onto all fours. So there's no rush with this stuff. If you want to just stay as you are, please feel free. And we're just going to work just by slowly working into your side bodies a bit. You can start to push your rib cage one way, then the other way. And as you do that, you can even start to do things with your hands and fingers a little bit, turning them to the side, and then maybe even like rolling around like the wrists a bit. And even doing things by turning the fingers towards you a touch. And as you do that, you can even like curl the toes under and push your bum back towards your heels. If you've got the space, you might need to bring your hands a little closer towards your knees a little bit. And all the while you're kind of still breathing, still staying relatively relaxed with it all. You might even like to flip one palm so the back of the hand presses into the mat. It's like, notice what you're feeling there. How does that feel? And then doing the same on the other side. Good. All right, cool. Coming back to the center. Just going to come back into that all fours position. We'll just work into your spine just by doing what's called a cat-cow. So the first one, we're just going to roll the shoulders back and then lift your chest and then look up and notice where that is bringing a little bit of sensation. And then how does that feel as well? And then once you've been there, we're going to go the opposite way. So by pulling in your tummy and then pushing and doming your back up. And even when you're up top there, you can just start to sway a bit as well. And we'll go back the way we came, so looking up, lifting up, rolling the shoulders back and down. And then add a breath in as you do that. And then breathe out, push and dome your back up. And as you push up, start to swing a little bit, you know, just working into those little parts. Let's do a couple more. So roll the shoulders down, look up, lift up, breathe in. And then when you breathe out, push up the other way. Pull up through your tummy. Good. And just do one more. Keep the eyes closed if you like, if that helps, going a bit more internal. And then really push dome around the upper back. Nice. Cool. Come back to the center, the top. You can even, if you like, lift up your feet, start to roll your ankles around, flare your toes, give them a little scrunch about. It's quite nice. Good stuff. Okay. From here, we're just going to literally walk your hands forward, come all the way forward so you're lying on your front. And as you lie on your front, let yourself come as comfortable as possible. And you're going to take your hands and make like a little pillow. And you can then start to take the right ear to your pillow and then draw the left knee up towards your left elbow. Yeah, so just working into your left hip a little bit. Good. And as you do that, what do you notice in that left hip area? How does it feel even just to lie on your front like that? Just bring yourself back wherever your mind has drifted off to, and just start to ease the left leg back a little bit. And as you even come out of that, it's like noticing the hip sensations as you do that. Bring your lips and your chin back to the center. Start to lift yourself all the way back up onto all fours if you can. And you can even, as you come up, you can push back into a little child's pose. Maybe notice any difference and variance in the hips. Good, and then lifting yourself back up onto all fours. You'll come and lie back down on your front. This time we'll do the same on the other side. So slow yourself down. Make yourself as comfortable as you can with your hands. And then taking the right knee up towards the right elbow. And what is it here? What is it that maybe, if there's any difference, which inevitably there will be, but just kind of tune into it, and then also tuning in how like just makes you feel holistically relaxed, calm. So easing yourself mentally back in, and then start to bring in the physical just movements so that you can start to make your way slowly back into a little child's pose. Just allow a little bit of a neutralization. And then just taking your time. We almost stay in your child's pose to a certain extent, but you're just going to come into what's called a little puppy dog. So just drawing the chest as far forward as you can as you walk the hands forward. And you can either bring your chest towards the floor, but if you don't really have like that openness, you know, and you find it uncomfortable, just bring your forehead to the floor. So it's just a little bit more of a change up from a child's pose. And again, close your eyes. It's going to hold it for about 30 seconds. So notice, feel, and breathe. So it's like middle, upper back, shoulders. And it's the whole thing with the mind focusing. It's like this comfort, discomfort, and then breathing to help you feel more comfortable. Great stuff. So slowly, and you might have to draw the chin in, bring your forehead to the floor, and start to walk your bottom back towards your heels. Come into a little child's pose. And maybe just notice that, like all these small tweaks, are just helping ease into your body. Starting to lift yourself up, come up into an all-fours position. And we're going to make your way up into what's called a down-facing dog. So it's like an upside-down V shape. So you can curl your toes, spread your fingers super wide first. Make sure you've got like a nice base foundation. Have a little softness through your shoulders. Maybe even like roll the elbows and in a little bit like that, yeah, and then curl the toes, and then start to lift your bottom up and come up into the upside down V shape, little down facing dog. And with your legs you can lift up one heel, press down the other heel. You know, it's just working into these calf areas, leg areas, toe areas. And even like if you don't want to sway your bum from right to left and start to work until you feel the rib cages open up a bit. And all the while, keep trying to breathe smooth, steady, and easy. Nice. Okay. So we're just going to do some 3 easy vinyasas. If you're not too sure about what they are, you can always have a little look and watch me. Otherwise, just join straight in if you know what you're doing. So the first movement, we're going to come into a plank position. Yes, you want to make it active, but immediately we're going to drop the knees to the floor, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, and just keep your elbows super tight to your body as you slowly hover down. So it's, you know, we're still using the strength in our arms. As you come down, we're then just going to do a little, what's called a cobra pose, so lifting the chest up, just nice and easy. Try not to press too much into your hands. Bring your chest back down. Push your bum all the way back towards your heels and just pause in a child's pose. And then we'll curl the toes under and lift yourself all the way back up into your starting position, your down facing dog. Good. So we'll do another two. We'll take it nice and steady. We'll do them together. So breathing in, like roll into your plank. And then when you breathe out, drop the knees to the floor, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, and hover yourself down, elbows super tight. Nice. Lift your chest, just softly. And then bring your chest back down. And then push your bottom back, come into a child's pose, and just pause there. And then you can start to lift yourself all the way up, come back up into a down-facing dog. Last one, roll into a plank position. Drop your knees to the floor, bring the tops of the feet to the floor, hover down nice and slowly. And when you hit the floor, just lift your chest just a little bit. Bring your chest back down. And then push your bottom back, come into a child's pose, pause. Just kind of appreciate that feeling in your hips. And then lift yourself all the way back up, come up into a down-facing dog.